Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I'm IQRA. I'm from SMAN Garut, and here I'm the first speaker of government. This house believes academic competence test TPA, the, the requirement for student graduation in senior high school. And I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. TKA refers to standardized academic competence tests that assess student mastery of core subjects, math, English, science, and etc. Main requirement for graduations means students must pass the TKA to graduate from high school. Making it a main requirement for graduations means students must pass the TKA in order to receive their high school diploma. This policy applies to all senior high school students nationwide in both public and private institutions. To ensure equal academic standards across all schools and to prepare students with minimum core competencies before they graduate into higher education or the workforce. The urgency of this motion lies in the fact that many students are graduating from senior high school without sufficient academic preparation, which can hinder their future success. Currently, graduation standards vary significantly across regions and schools. Many students graduate without mastering even basic skills. This creates an unfair system where diplomas don't reflect academic competence, and employers and university can trust them as valid indicators of knowledge. If we don't act now, the education gap will continue to widen, especially for students from marginalized areas. In Indonesia and many other countries, schools as a mix of international assessment and schools-based exams to decide graduations. However, there is no single national standard to ensure that every student graduates with the same level of academic competence. This leads to inconsistencies. A student graduating from a well-funded school in a big city may have far better knowledge than one from a rural area, even to both receive the same diploma. Currently, student graduation by making TKA, we can answer that all senior high school graduates meet a minimum academic standard. Graduations is currently based on school-level assessments, participations, and sometimes internal teacher evaluation. There is no mandatory national exam that students must pass, but they are not tied to graduations. As a result, many students can graduate without actually mastering the fundamental skills needed for life or further study. Currently, many schools don't require students to pass a standardized current test like TKA to graduate. This can lead to a lack of accountability and consistency in academic standards. If this motion is passed, schools would require students to pass the TKA to graduate from senior high school. This would influence administering the TKA to all students and using the results as a main requirement for graduation. Development of TKA. The Ministry of Education will create a standardized TKA with input from education experts. Education requirement. Students who fail will be given the chance for remedial tests within the same year. Support systems. School will be required to offer TKA preparation programs. Additional research will be allocated to schools in the disadvantaged areas to ensure fairness. Special provisions. Students with disabilities or learning disorders will receive reasonable accommodations, extra time, adjust format, and etc. Standardization ensures fairness and quality. Right now, students graduate based on schools' specific standards, which are not always fair or rigorous. The TKA acts as a universal benchmark ensuring that all graduates, no matter where they study, meet the same academic standard. Encourage educational accountability. School will be more motivated to improve teaching quality if student graduation depends on national performance. Better preparation for university and jobs. Employers and university can trust diplomas again, knowing they reflect real academic ability, not just attendance or teacher generosity. Maybe that's all. Thank you.